Chapter 30, Air Brake Foundation Systems and Air Brake Circuits, Day 2, Video 6, Relay Valve Operation. Okay, so we talked about the need for the relay valve to apply the brakes quickly. We want to think of that as a remote-controlled brake valve, right? We are sending a pilot signal down to this relay valve to cause it to open and allow greater volume of air to flow through and apply the primary brakes. So how that all works, the signal pressure from the brake application valve or the treadle valve is passed down through a small line, enters into the relay valve, and the same principles start to apply that we talked about with the piston in the brake treadle valve. So air pressure pushes down on the piston, takes it out of its exhaust state, closes that off, and now allows air pressure to flow through and come out and actuate the brakes. Right, so we can have a larger volume to available on that side to the delivery side to actuate the brakes. So looking at a relay valve, here's where that signal would come in from the treadle valve. That 5 pounds or 10 pounds coming through, acting on this surface of the piston, right? So it was in a exhaust state when there's no pressure on the top here, spring pressure pushing the piston up, and now we're open. The delivery side that comes out to the brake chambers is open to the exhaust, no pressure out there in the brakes. That 5 or 10 pounds acting on the top of the piston causes it to move down, right? And now we've got air pressure being trapped. We close the exhaust port. That 5 or 10 pounds of airflow directly from the tank is on the delivery or the supply side here is able to pass through this piston and then out to the delivery side, out to the brake chambers. We increase the pressure again until spring pressure and air pressure equal out, goes into the hold state, exhaust is still closed, no more air pressure in. We make that go from 5 to 10 pound brake application. Piston moves down, we upset the balance, more air flows through and gets delivered out to the brake chambers. So here is that relay valve here, the brake valve or the treadle valve here, the green air, the primary air flowing through. This is that small line. It's just sending that 5 or 10 pounds out here, acting on the piston inside there. Now here's our primary reservoir. We can have that out here close to the rear brakes and a large diameter air line coming through here that will flow a lot of air pressure very quickly. That piston moves down. Now we're allowing this air to flow through, delivers out to the service brake chambers. We have a quick application of the primary service brakes, right? And then when I decrease the pressure here on the signal line, I take my foot off. This air that is in the signal line is exhausted through the brake valve, or through the the brake application valve or treadle valve. And now this air pressure that was trapped in here is exhausted right there at the relay valve. Quick application and a quick release of our service brakes.